future of tennis. Give it up for Coco Gauff.
Hello, everyone. My name is Coco. At just 12 years old,
15-year-old American tennis phenom.
15-year-old.
no matter how big or small your platform is, you need to use your voice.
Guys never lane even on 10, and still they can't manage. They think I'm a shy one, like Nelson's won't flip.
Nike may have made a major mistake years ago, and the consequences are becoming harder to ignore. The company allowed Coco Gauff to leave and join New Balance while choosing to make a significant investment in Aryna Sabalenka. Now, that decision is looking increasingly costly. New Balance has benefited enormously from Gauff's growing popularity and influence, while Nike's position in women's tennis has faced growing challenges. What once looked like a simple sponsorship move has turned into a major business storyline, raising serious questions about whether Nike misjudged which player could become its biggest tennis star.
Sporting juggernaut Nike is in the hot seat from tennis fans once again after Aryna Sabalenka said that she would not be getting any star treatment at the Slams next year. I'll discuss whether Aryna is truly being snubbed by the swoosh.
Sabalenka simply does not generate the same commercial impact that Gauff does, and the numbers are making Nike's decision look harder to defend. It raises an obvious question. Does Nike regret allowing Coco Gauff to leave for New Balance? Or does the company still believe choosing Sabalenka was the smarter investment? Share your thoughts below. Nike has dominated the sports apparel industry for decades, building its empire around superstar athletes from nearly every major sport and turning them into global brands worth billions. But when it came to women's tennis, the company may have made a decision that it now wishes it could reverse. Nike passed on the chance to build its future around Coco Gauff and instead put major resources behind Aryna Sabalenka. The business consequences of that choice have become increasingly difficult to overlook. To understand why, we have to go back to the beginning of Gauff's professional journey. Coco was already a Nike athlete during her junior years, wearing the iconic swoosh while rising through youth tennis and quickly becoming one of the sport's most exciting young talents. When she prepared to turn professional, Nike had an opportunity to secure her long-term future with the brand. They could have offered a major contract and positioned Gauff as the centerpiece of their women's tennis strategy for years. Instead, Nike allowed New Balance to win the battle. In 2018, Gauff officially joined New Balance, a company that had far less presence in tennis compared with Nike at the time. New Balance saw what Nike apparently failed to recognize. This young American star had the potential to become a global tennis sensation with enormous commercial value. They made an offer Gauff accepted, and she left the Nike family behind. What looked like a routine sponsorship decision at the time eventually became one of the biggest missed opportunities in modern tennis marketing.
Hey guys, I'm at the Cincinnati Open, and this is my fit check. This is all New Balance, Miu Miu, headband, head to toe. Even these shoes and socks and wristbands, and then this is a Rolex, and I forgot my earrings today. But yeah, they're going to be in stores in September, so if you want it, pop.
Fast forward to today, and the fallout from Nike's decision looks more serious than ever. New Balance has reportedly enjoyed explosive growth in its tennis business, with Coco Gauff playing a major role in expanding the brand's visibility and commercial appeal. At the same time, Nike's tennis business has faced increasing pressure despite its huge lineup of sponsored players. A company that once set the standard for tennis style and culture is now being challenged by a brand many people once associated mainly with running shoes and casual sneakers. The numbers make the contrast even more striking. Reports suggest New Balance's tennis apparel sales have surged dramatically over the last 2 years, with Gauff's success and growing popularity helping drive that momentum. Her influence extends well beyond the court, and products connected to her name can quickly attract enormous attention from fans and consumers. That's exactly the kind of marketing power major brands spend years trying to create. A world-class athlete who can connect with audiences far beyond the traditional tennis crowd. Nike. meanwhile, has continued facing difficulties turning its collection of tennis stars into the same level of commercial excitement. Aryna Sabalenka is currently one of the biggest names in women's tennis and a multiple Grand Slam champion, proving that she has achieved extraordinary success at the highest level. But athletic greatness and marketing power are not always the same thing. Sabalenka's achievements on the court are undeniable, yet Gauff appears to have a broader ability to influence mainstream consumers and turn her popularity into commercial demand. That is not a criticism of Sabalenka as a player, but rather a reflection of how differently the two athletes connect with the public and their respective brand audiences. That's the reality of sports marketing. Talent matters, but commercial connection matters too. One challenge for Sabalenka is that she does not have the same natural connection with American audiences that Gauff has developed over the years. Language can play a role, since Sabalenka is Belarusian, and although her English has improved tremendously, she may not communicate with American media and casual fans as effortlessly as Gauff does. Gauff grew up in the United States, speaks English naturally, and understands the culture and interests of the American audience because she experienced them herself. When she talks to fans or appears in interviews, her personality feels familiar and relatable. Her journey also represents a powerful American success story. A young girl who dreamed of becoming a professional athlete and eventually reached the highest level of her sport. That connection can be incredibly valuable for brands trying to reach younger consumers. But Gauff's influence goes even further than language or personality. She has become an important role model for young athletes across the country, especially young Black girls who can see themselves represented at the highest levels of a sport that has historically lacked diversity. That representation carries real cultural weight. Parents may want their children to wear Gauff's apparel because they admire her, while young players may feel inspired to pick up a racket after watching her succeed. Her visibility can help make tennis feel more accessible to communities that have traditionally been underrepresented in the sport. Sabalenka does not have the same cultural connection within the American market, and that is not a criticism of her personally. She grew up in Belarus and developed her career in a completely different environment, so her relationship with American consumers was never going to be identical to Gauff's. The question is whether Nike properly considered that difference when deciding where to place its biggest investment. New Balance appears to understand Gauff's commercial value extremely well. Instead of treating her like another athlete on the roster, the company has built her into one of its most recognizable stars, giving her customized looks and making her presence part of the brand experience at major tournaments. That strategy shows just how seriously New Balance views Gauff's ability to represent the company on and off the court. New Balance keeps the momentum going by constantly giving Gauff fresh designs that create social media attention and keep her name everywhere. Nike, on the other hand, has often appeared far less willing to give Sabalenka the same level of creative treatment. Sabalenka has even spoken publicly about having to push Nike for custom apparel, including a special dress for major events, while saying she would not receive custom designs for the 2026 season. Think about what that means from a marketing perspective. Nike's top-ranked women's player and a multiple Grand Slam champion should be one of the company's biggest promotional assets, yet she has reportedly struggled to receive the kind of personalized designs that could make her stand out. That creates a very different message compared with the way New Balance treats Gauff. New Balance has built Gauff into a central part of its tennis identity, even giving her a signature shoe line, the CG1, which debuted in 2022. That was a major statement because New Balance was willing to invest in Gauff's potential before she had collected her biggest career achievements. The company understood that a signature product could turn an athlete into a brand of her own, not simply another sponsored player. Nike has historically created iconic footwear partnerships across many sports, yet its approach to tennis has not always produced the same kind of signature product momentum. New Balance, despite having far fewer resources and a smaller global footprint, recognized an opportunity and moved aggressively to capitalize on Gauff's popularity. That decision was about more than tennis shoes or tournament outfits. Gauff's partnership has also helped reshape how younger consumers view New Balance. The brand was once strongly associated with comfort-focused footwear and older customers, but Gauff's growing popularity has helped give it a much younger and more fashionable image. Suddenly, wearing New Balance can feel connected to one of the biggest young stars in tennis. That's what the right athlete can do for a company. Nike remains one of the most recognizable sports brands on the planet, but its tennis division has struggled to create the same level of excitement. Critics have frequently complained that its tennis collections can feel repetitive, predictable, and lacking the creativity seen elsewhere in the industry. Instead of generating anticipation around its players, Nike has sometimes appeared satisfied with simply maintaining existing sponsorships. The contrast became especially obvious during Gauff's breakthrough at the 2023 US Open. Her championship run became a massive mainstream story, taking her far beyond the traditional tennis audience and turning her into a major cultural figure. She appeared on late-night television, attracted enormous media attention, and gave New Balance another opportunity to connect its brand with a rapidly growing American sports star. Gauff's US Open breakthrough quickly turned her into a national sensation, with major publications covering her story and millions of casual sports fans suddenly learning her name. New Balance understood the importance of that moment and made sure her tournament outfits became part of the story, giving fans memorable looks they could actually buy. The demand was enormous because people wanted something that connected them to a historic championship run. Sabalenka's Australian Open victories were equally impressive from a sporting perspective, but they did not create the same level of mainstream excitement in the United States. The tournament's late-night schedule for American viewers certainly played a role, but another factor was Sabalenka's smaller connection with the broader American audience. That meant Nike had fewer opportunities to turn her victories into major merchandise moments because there simply wasn't the same consumer demand surrounding her. The difference became even clearer when Gauff was named to Time magazine's Women of the Year list at just 19 years old. She was recognized alongside influential women, making an impact beyond their individual fields, showing that her reputation had grown far beyond tennis. Sabalenka has achieved extraordinary success on the court, but her recognition has remained much more concentrated within the tennis world. She has not reached the same level of visibility across major mainstream publications, entertainment events, or cultural institutions outside sports. That is not a judgment on Sabalenka's character or accomplishments. It simply highlights the difference between athletic success and broader cultural influence. Nike appears to have underestimated that distinction when deciding which player could become its stronger long-term marketing asset. Social media provides another important comparison. Gauff has built a significantly larger digital audience across major platforms, and her posts regularly attract substantial attention from fans outside the traditional tennis community. When she features a brand, that company can benefit from enormous exposure and direct engagement with younger consumers. Sabalenka has a strong online following as well, but her overall reach and engagement do not appear to create the same commercial impact. In modern sports marketing, that difference can be worth millions because brands are not only investing in trophies, they are investing in attention, influence, and the ability to turn an athlete's popularity into consumer demand. Sabalenka's social media performs well among dedicated tennis followers, but Gauff's content has a much stronger ability to reach people who may not even follow tennis closely. For a global company like Nike that wants to sell products to the widest possible audience, that difference can be extremely important. Another area where Nike may have underestimated Gauff is generational appeal. Young consumers are the future of brand loyalty, and Gauff has built an unusually strong connection with Generation Z. She communicates in a way that feels natural to younger fans, understands the issues they care about, and uses social media to interact with them without appearing overly manufactured. For many young athletes, Gauff represents someone they can genuinely relate to and look up to. That kind of connection can influence what shoes they wear, what clothes they buy, and which brands they choose as they grow older. Sabalenka has her own loyal supporters, but her commercial reach among young American consumers has not developed to the same level. That difference could become especially important over the next decade because the children who admire Gauff today could become lifelong New Balance customers tomorrow. Nike has attempted to strengthen its position by signing other young American tennis players and investing in emerging talent. But replacing Gauff's combination of elite performance, personality, marketability, and cultural relevance is not easy. The company had an opportunity to secure a future superstar before her potential became obvious to everyone, yet that opportunity eventually went to New Balance. Looking back, the decision now raises serious questions about Nike's strategy in women's tennis. The company may have prioritized proven results and traditional sporting credentials while overlooking the broader cultural influence that can turn an athlete into a global marketing phenomenon. New Balance recognized that potential in Gauff and built its strategy around it, while Nike chose a different path with Sabalenka. Whether the financial claims surrounding their sponsorships prove as dramatic as critics suggest, the broader lesson is clear. Modern sports marketing is no longer only about who wins the most titles. It's also about who captures attention, connects with younger audiences, creates cultural moments, and makes fans want to buy what they wear. So, who do you think has the stronger overall influence, Coco Gauff or Aryna Sabalenka? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more tennis business stories.